I wish I could tell you I said it in the heat of the moment, that I was drunk or hurt or joking. But no. Those would be excuses. The truth is, I said it because I believed it. I told the man who loved me, who gave me every ounce of himself, that he should be grateful I was with him. And then I watched him walk out of my life without looking back. Now, I see him. Happy, thriving, in love. And every part of me wants to crawl out of my skin. When I met Liam, I wasn't looking for a relationship. I was 28, newly single after ending a messy 2-year situationship with a man who treated me like an option, and I told myself I was going to focus on me. But Liam came into my life like a slow tide, so steady I didn't even realize I was being swept up. He wasn't flashy. He didn't have a luxury car or a verified checkmark on social media. But he had this quiet confidence that didn't need to be loud. He was the guy who showed up early to help friends move, who fixed his mom's leaky faucet on his only day off, who listened more than he spoke. And he adored me in a way I had never been adored before. From the start, Liam made it clear he wanted me. Not in a clingy way, but in that rare, certain way that makes you feel like you're home. He planned thoughtful dates. He remembered the little things I mentioned in passing, like how my favorite tea brand had discontinued a flavor I loved. And a month later, he tracked it down online and surprised me with a box. But here's the ugly part, I got used to it. I started expecting it. And once you start expecting something, you stop appreciating it. 6 months into our relationship, I found myself nitpicking. I didn't like his job because it wasn't ambitious enough. He worked as a high school teacher and loved it, but in my shallow moments, I wished he wore suits to work instead of polos. I wished he made more money so we could take big, glamorous trips like the couples I followed on Instagram. It wasn't that Liam didn't have dreams. He just valued stability and presence over chasing status. But instead of seeing that as a gift, I started seeing it as a limitation. The night I ruined everything was a Tuesday. We were at my apartment having takeout, sitting cross-legged on the couch. He'd just finished telling me about how one of his students had finally passed a math test they'd been struggling with for months, and he looked so proud. Like he'd just climbed a mountain. And me? I was scrolling through my phone, looking at a friend's engagement photos in Paris. That could be us someday, Liam said, half joking, nudging me. Without even looking up, I said, honestly, you should be grateful I'm with you. You know I could be with someone who has all that. I gestured vaguely at the screen. Paris, diamond rings, designer clothes. The moment the words left my mouth, the air changed. He didn't yell. He didn't call me out. He just sat there, his expression unreadable, and said, wow. Then he put his food down, stood up, and said, I'm going to head home. I laughed nervously, trying to play it off as a joke, but he didn't laugh back. He just grabbed his jacket and left. I told myself he just needed to cool off. But the next day, he didn't text me good morning like he always did. That night, he didn't call. And by Friday, I was the one reaching out, sending long messages about how I didn't mean it, how I was just being sarcastic. He replied with one line, I know exactly how you meant it. 2 days later, he came over to talk. He sat across from me at my kitchen table, looking calm but different. Like he'd made a decision and nothing I could say would change it. I've been with people before who made me feel like I wasn't enough, he said. I promised myself I'd never stay in that again. I love you, but I can't be with someone who thinks I should be grateful they've chosen me. Like I'm some consolation prize. I want a partner who sees me as an equal, not someone who's lucky to have them. I started crying, telling him I did see him that way, that I was just being stupid, that I didn't believe what I said. But he shook his head. You said it because you believe it. Maybe not all the time, but enough for it to come out like that. And I believe you deserve someone who matches the picture in your head. That person isn't me. That was it. No dramatic fight. No bargaining. Just the quiet ending of something good because I didn't know how to value it. The months after were hell. I kept expecting him to reach out, to say he missed me, to give me a chance to prove I'd changed. But Liam isn't the kind of man who plays those games. When he closes a door, it stays closed. I still follow him on social media. Pathetic, I know. I've watched him travel, laugh with friends, and recently, fall in love again. Her name is Emily. She's not a model or an influencer, she's a nurse. She posts pictures of them hiking, cooking together, volunteering at school events. She writes captions about how kind and patient he is, and I can tell she means every word. Last week, they posted a picture in front of a little blue house with a sold sign. The caption read, "Home." And here's the kicker. It's not Paris, it's not a penthouse, it's not luxury. But in that picture, he looked happier than I'd ever made him. I told him he should be grateful I was with him. Turns out, I should have been grateful he was with me. Because the truth? I'll never find another man like Liam. And he'll never look back. Because now, he's building a life with someone who already knows what I had to lose to learn.